Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23. It's round 15 of our first season in the game and we are going to Monza, the Cathedral of Speed, or the Cauldron of Speed, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're heading to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix, a circuit that is very much about just how fast your car is. It is a definite power circuit. Lots and lots of flat out stuff. A few slow speed chicanes and some high speed corners in the second half of the lap as well. This is one that's really going to test just how competitive our car can be. And we had a really good result in the last race at Zandvoort. I don't know if we're going to have quite the same pace here at Monza. I hope we do. I would love for us to finally get onto the top step of the podium. We've been so close on a couple of occasions to some absolutely stellar results. Can we just go that extra little bit tonight? Let's have a look at where our car sits according to the rest of the grid. So, top speed wise, 5th is very good. Acceleration, unfortunately, is pants. 13th is really not great at all. That is definitely something we need to work on for next season to try and improve the acceleration of our car. Cornering, it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's decent. The low speed could be a little bit better. The high speed's pretty good. Our dirty air tolerance is pretty good. Brake cooling is very good, which is important. Engine cooling, less of a factor when it comes to performance, but certainly will drain the life of our engines a little bit quicker while it's not so good. But we do have a monster DRS still, which again, with Monza, kind of really crucial. So there's reasons to be optimistic. There's every chance that we could get back on the podium tonight, and who knows, maybe we could go that one step further. I guess we'll find out. How you doing, Mr. Water? How you doing, Victor? It's good to see you guys again. Right, let's see. I think we're all fully prepped, but let's check our car builds just to be on the safe side. So we'll check with chassis. Both cars are running the Mark III. We got both cars on the new Mark IV wing now. Yes, we do. The rear wings, both are on the Mark III. Both are on the Mark III side pods. Both are on the Mark III underfloors. And both are running the Mark IV suspension. What do we have in development? We've got a brand new underfloor coming in 9 days. Or at least it will be finished being researched or designed in 9 days. It will take a little while to get that built. We don't have any more slots available because we're in a temporary shutdown due to a sponsor obligation, so we can't actually have a look and see how long it will take to go ahead and manufacture an underfloor, just to give us a rough idea as to when it will be available. But if we go to our calendar, I think, let's see if that's where the underfloor is. I don't think we'll get one in time for Singapore. I think more likely we'll have one, if we're lucky, maybe two in time for Suzuka, which is ideally where we would need it. I think we put a bit of extra low downforce generation into the underfloor, so it would be really nice if we could get it for Singapore. Maybe if we rush manufacturing, maybe we can get at least one of them ready for Singapore. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and set some targets for tonight's Grand Prix. So the incentive is to get one in the top 4. I think we can probably do that if we are, clever with use of slipstreaming to get at least one car up there. We'll get both into Q3. I don't see any problems with that, and we'll get both into Q2. There we go. The finish position, 1 in the top 4. Hopefully we can go better than that. Hopefully we can get at least 2 into the top 3. But I think, realistically, again, unless something happens to one of the Red Bulls, both cars on the podium might be a bit of a stretch. We will try and get the fastest lap. Finish position streak, 2 in the top 6 for 5 races. We're 1 race in on that. We've got 4 more to go. Hopefully we can keep that going here tonight. And quali streak, 2 in the top 10. It's quite a conservative streak. We just need 1 more race to get that done, and that'll be an extra 2.2 mil in the bank, which will be very nice. We can put that towards having a decent end of season budget, so that we can start off with some pretty heavy development next season. And we are getting towards the end of the season, round 15. From here, or after here, we go to Suzuka. Then after Suzuka, obviously we've got Lusail. Oh, sorry, from here we go to Singapore, then Suzuka, then Lusail in Qatar. Fastish circuit, lots of medium speed on that. It's almost entirely medium speed corners, if not entirely medium speed corners. Then Kota, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, and Abu Dhabi. So yeah, not that many races left in the schedule. Let's take a look at our pit crew. We've finally been getting our pit crew back under control again. Looking at their fatigue level, it would be nice to try and reduce that a little bit if we can. Got a lot of races coming up. But at the same time, I don't really want to lose some of the estimated mistake chance. I want that to try and stay good if we can. Let's have a look at just a balanced schedule. New tyres on, wheel guns are probably our weakest area. We can take some away from jacks. Do I want to go rest? Doesn't seem to do that much for us. Let's have a look at maybe some gym training. Okay, so interestingly enough, it only looks as though we're going to get rest on, a little bit of benefit from doing some rest. We'll do a bit of gym training, again try and work on speed. We're going to take some of the car building out. Don't think we need that. Wheel gun training, we do need to work on that, so let's go wheel gun. There we go. We'll do a double dose of wheel gun on the Wednesday. Let's see. New tyres on could probably do with getting a little bit of a benefit as well. Okay, so that's going to again give us a little bit more of a boost on our pit stop time. That balances out our kind of stats there. So in terms of our actual training, I'm quite pleased with that. Let's see if we can maybe reduce a little bit more of that fatigue. There we go. That gives us a day of car building. Maybe do a bit more gym training there. It's just going to make us a bit more tired, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to doing that. Oh, I like that. There we go. That's going to reduce our chances of mistakes. It's going to keep us nice and well rested still. Like I said, we have got a busy schedule coming up at the end of the season. It's not a huge saving on pit stop times, but it's a saving. We get a little bit of a benefit to our car building still. We do further reduce the chance of mistakes, which is important because we've been suffering with a lot of mistakes, especially with our guys getting tired as well after some pretty heavy training schedules. So we're going to go with that, I think. That will give us a good spread of where our attributes are actually being boosted. Kind of level those out a little bit more, and as I say, it does give us positives everywhere else as well. Reduces the chances of mistakes, speeds up the pit stop time slightly, gives us a little bit more car building, and keeps us in that well rested category of fatigue as well. So let's confirm those changes. There we go. Is there anything else we need to do? Let me check spare parts. Let's see, we've got spare parts for everything so far. Alright, off to Monza.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the Italian Grand Prix. We return to Monza, the temple of speed. The loyal tifosi are gathering in hopes of a homecoming victory, but everyone here is united to watch Formula One cars roar around the lowest downforce circuit on the calendar. At Monza, the aim is clear. Pure acceleration is what the track demands, and every F1 driver is only too happy to submit. Cars that struggle for downforce elsewhere can really come into their own around this gem of a circuit. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
Okay, weather-wise, it's looking fine. A little bit of cloud over Friday, and then clear skies for the rest of the weekend. So no wet weather surprises. Let's give Schumacher a minute. I think we put him in for Hamilton last time. Let's put him in for Russell this time. Still unsure as to whether we're going to keep Schumacher as our reserve for next season. Haven't made my mind up on that one yet. We're going to try and re-sign Hamilton. Probably don't want to leave it too much longer, so we'll try and do some contract negotiations with Lewis probably after this Grand Prix, just in case we need to spend a bit of money on a bonus, signing bonus, because we don't have a huge amount of cash in the bank right now, but obviously we're going to have a sponsor bonus at the end of this race. So we're going to start on soft tyres with Mick. The run plan for Monza is 19 laps. Now what I've started doing with my reserve drivers is over-fueling them on their first run, just in case we nail the setup. We can then just keep them out until they get the right level of time on track for their driver development. So we're going to go 25 laps with Schumacher in terms of fuel, or we can always extend his stint a bit for an extra few laps if we do nail the setup first time. Speaking of setups, we have two in this year's book. So we'll go with a 1, a 9, a 2.8, a minus 2.95, and a 0.75. There we go. Let's swap out the parts. Okay, we're already running the worst engine and the worst ERS. I think we might have already swapped all the parts. Oh, we didn't swap the gearbox out. There we go. Yeah, that was another reason why I was quite pleased with how our car was performing. Was we weren't running brand new engines at Zandvoort, and yet we still had good pace. So that fills me with a little bit of extra hope for tonight. Let's go to Lewis's engine. Again, that's the one we've got to run. Same with the ERS, and we'll run that gearbox. There we go. Setup for Lewis's car, we'll go with the other setup in the book, which is a 1.5, and then a 9, a 2.8. It's a very similar setup. A minus 2.85, and then a 0.7. So subtle changes, and I can already see that's not going to work because the cornering is out. So let's go with the setup we put on mixed car, and that's not going to work either. So let's go to last year's book and see what we can do there. How you doing, Becky? Good to see you. Alright, let's try this. We'll go with a 2, a 9, a 1, 9, a 3, and a 1. Yeah, let's try that. It just about fits in terms of the cornering. So we might still need to make some tweaks. We'll go with the standard run plan for Monza, which, as I said, is 19 laps. And we'll drop the pace. What are we looking at? 1.9 kilos per lap. Yeah, I've already put that into the book. Okay. Right, let's send them to the track. So, we will go Shumi style for a lap of the track in helmet cam.
Radio check.
Copy.
Radio's loud and clear. So radio check.
Yeah, loud and clear.
And radio's loud and clear, Lewis. Avoid all curbs. Avoid all curbs.
Yep.
And there we go, there is a lap of Monza in the new helmet cam. Right, let's speed our drivers up.
I'm tired, to be honest, it's not great.
It is practice, but it is kind of a little surreal in some respects to see Williams topping the leader. Oh, wow, he's faster than Sainz still. Okay, let's have a look. Tyre-wise, he's on mediums against mediums for Sainz. Yeah, there we go. Pace is starting to show a bit more realistically. However, interestingly enough, on my PS4 playthrough, I am now very close to getting the platinum. I've just purchased the final upgrade for the design center, so I can unlock the full number of engineers for the final trophy, which is having 18 engineers working on parts at the same time. I've just got to wait 120 odd days now for that to actually get built. But Williams are actually having a little bit of a resurgence in the second season on my PS4 playthrough. The Red Bull is just walking the championship. I think I'm 8 races in. I've won all 8 races. I've won the sprint. 8 poles, 8 fastest laps. Yeah, it's just... And that was even not having any development at all at the beginning of the season, because I was 10 million in debt. I went 10 million in debt at the beginning of the year, just setting up my sponsorship stuff and engine and everything. So I didn't even do any development at all through January. I didn't start development until the beginning of March, because that's when I had money. I actually had money for the first time. Or maybe it was towards the end of February when I finally earned a little bit of extra money. But yeah, that was with no development at the start, right at the very beginning of the year. And I'm still comfortably ahead of everybody. So I'm just picking and choosing what developments I want to work on. And I'd say I've gone from being in debt and the board having lost all confidence in me because of that debt to now being back to like medium confidence, and having just dropped 32 million, and still having an extra couple of million in the bank for the design centre after like 8-9 races. So it is possible to recover if you're getting the results. If you do have a lost confidence situation, as long as you can achieve your enough goals to keep the board themselves happy with the race results, that can help you dig you out of the hole in terms of your confidence rating. But if you're in debt and you're not getting enough results to keep the board very, very happy in terms of on track performance, then yeah, you're in trouble. Let's see, we didn't check mixed rating. It's 92%, needs a little bit of work. Let's call them in. I forgot to do that earlier. But yeah, Williams are
I got damaged.
oh no, it's just ERS just okay. I thought he damaged an underfloor or something. Williams are actually having a bit of a resurgence. They are comfortably faster than the other lower teams like McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, and they're even ahead of Alpine in standings by about 20 points as well, with a lineup of Albon and Tsunoda. Sargent has been dropped, and they signed Yuki Tsunoda, which freed up a seat, because I signed Teo Pourchaire as my reserve driver at Red Bull, which freed up Ricciardo to go back on the grid, and he has gone to AlphaTauri, but he's replaced Tsunoda, and so De Vries still has a job. And it's Sargent who's gone from the grid. Right, let's see. I reckon we go to a 1-9 on the roll bar. And we want to bring the camber up a little bit. That could do it. That could do it. So we'll drop the pace down, or the number of laps down now to 20. That's more than we need. But I like to have a few in reserve just in case of a spin or anything like that. Wow, 97%. We just need to tweak the front wing. So we almost knocked that one straight out the park. Let's go to a 1.5. Let's push the tyre camber up to correct those changes, and that should do it. So yeah, it's really nice to see that Williams have just been on an upward trajectory in Season 2 on my PS4 playthrough. Like I said, they are ahead of Alpine at the moment, ranked 5th, out of the different constructors. Yeah, but if you thought McLaren were having a bad season with us this season, in the second season on my PS4 playthrough, they're doing even worse. Yeah, like I say, after like 8-9 races, they've got like 4 points. They are really struggling. Really struggling. Been a few interesting staff changes as well. Ferrari ditched Enrico Cardile as their technical chief and signed Simone Resta from Haas. And Cardile is now a free agent because Haas decided to sign the Tariq fella whose name I can't remember. Tariq something. The new gen that you start with, who's like the mid-level new gen the game generates at the beginning. How's Dawn of Man? Dawn of Man's alright. I've just been playing to just try it out and explore it. I mean, it was on sale. I don't think it is anymore. I think I managed to nab that before it went off sale on the summer sale last week. So I think that's gone off sale now, but it's alright. It's not bad. Has definitely got a little bit of a populous kind of feel to it, that kind of thing. You're not really competing against anything, you're just trying to progress through the ages, from the Paleolithic era through to like the Iron Age.
Let us know what your thoughts are.
You do get attacked by random raiders. Your wildlife can attack while you're going out hunting. You've got to watch out for overworking your guys to the point where they don't really know what to do, because they get easily confused when it comes to trying to sort out tasks if there are too many that need to be done. So if you suffer a few untimely deaths and the workload goes up,
Okay, do that.
it can really throw your little settlement into chaos, and then nothing gets done and people keep dying, and it becomes a vicious cycle that's hard to recover from. Yeah, it's fun. It's not bad. Hello again, Farah. Alright, there we go. That is practice done. Got some more XP for Mick. Made some good progress on getting his car set up for Russell. And Lewis's car is now nailed. Evening, Packins. Good to see you. Oh, quite a few penalties. Perez, Alonso, Leclerc and Stroll all have penalties. Now, are they down to new parts? Let's have a look. So, Leclerc is running a new ERS unit. Perez running new everything. New engine, new gearbox and new ERS. Who else was it that's got penalties? Alonso, and Stroll. Oh, both the Astons. Okay. So Alonso is running new everything. New engine, new gearbox, new ERS. And a new ERS unit, but an old engine. An old knackered, worn engine for Stroll. Interesting. So with those guys starting potentially further down the running order after qualifying, that could be quite useful, especially if they go out early, go out in Q2. It's going to drop them right to the back, to the grid. Right, let's go to practice 2. Let's see, 96%. So let's see. I'm going to need to click this a couple of times. Got to figure out which way to go. I'm going to go there and hope that doesn't break the cornering too much. For Russell, he needs to run a lot. So we're going to run him for 40 laps of fuel on the hard tyres. Lewis will be on the mediums in this session. We'll run him for 25 laps. And let's add that setup to the book. So 1.5. Get 10 to work. There we go. 9. 1.9. 3.05. And a 1. Okay, there we go. Do I know how long it takes Piastri to be 84 plus? A long time, I'm going to guess. You're going to need a maxed out driving simulator, and then probably 2 years at least, I would say, to get his rating all the way up to an 84. Yeah, his rating is way too low. Been saying that since day one. But, yeah, they need to do something to fix his rating, because it is well below where it should be, in my opinion.
And avoid all curbs. Avoid all curbs. Okay.
Just check everything okay?
Stand by.
Do I still need to make a decision on Russell's engineer as well? Have we already gone ahead and tried to sign someone? I can't remember. I know we scouted a few people. GP in particular was one that we looked at. Jean-Pierre Lambiasi, aka Max's engineer. I don't know if we actually made an offer for anybody. I'll have to check that after the race as well. Stroll that not far from Verstappen, considering he's running a really knackered engine. He's faster than Alonso right now, which is interesting. Okay, we didn't quite get it. I get the feeling we broke our camber maybe. If so, we can easily correct that. Hello and goodbye, Toby. Thanks for popping in just to say hello. Always good to see returning faces. And yeah, the replay will be live not long after the D stream's finished. As soon as YouTube finishes processing it, basically. Okay, we're at 92%. I'll probably send Lewis out just for a little bit in the next session, but it won't be for long. I don't think I'll try and get him all the way up to 100 on track knowledge. I might not send him out at all. Might just send him out for just literally a handful of laps. I don't know if it's worth doing 25 odd laps just for an extra couple of percent on his overall confidence rating.
Checker flag is out.
All right. So yeah, we did break the cornering slightly. We can fix that with a click of camber. And then recorrect. Let's do that. See how we do with that. So medium tyres for George, and we'll run him for 28 laps of fuel. Yeah, we might bring him in earlier than that. Lewis, we're going to put on a set of softs. We'll just leave him at 15 laps. That would be enough, I think. Yeah, let's send them out. Been a very uneventful practice weekend so far. No big block-ups or spins or crashes from anyone else on the grid. Yeah, that's fine for Lewis. We don't need to run him all the way. How is Russell doing? He's up to 99% on the setup rating. I'm going to call him in and just make the tweak and then send it back out again, just so we've got a confirmed 100% setup to add to the book for next season. All we've got to do is just click the toe to there, and that will do it. Let's change the run plan to 18 laps of fuel. And then as soon as he gets that feedback in, we'll call him in. That will get our car part knowledge up to 100% as well, those last few laps for George. Gasly showing a bit of pace in practice. Let's take a look at tyres. On the same compound as Leclerc and Perez. Although he is lapping a fair bit slower, a second slower. So I'm wondering if he maybe set that time getting a slipstream tow to put him that high up the grid. He's boxed now. Slipstreaming is definitely going to be important in qualifying, I think, at this circuit. Or at least if we want to have any chance of getting a pole. Although, like I said, we've got quite a few cars that are going to be potentially faster than us, all on penalties. Leclerc, Alonso, Stroll, and Perez. So there we go. We'll confirm this one in the book. So that's a 1, 9, a 1, 9, a rumbly stomach, a 3.1, and a 0.95. There we go. Right. We are done with practice. Time to put in the good bits and go qualify. Anyone else with a penalty? Oh, Hulkenberg has got a penalty. There we go, that's everyone. Right. So, let's swap out the engines. We want our best engine for obvious reasons. We'll go with our best DRS. That gearbox will be fine. Oops. Same for George, best engine. Best DRS, and that gearbox will be fine. Alright, Just do single lap runs in the first session, and hopefully that'll be enough.
Let's just focus on the outlap.
We should do some work on the brakes.
Yeah, copy.
So, I'm not looking for a stellar time here, we're just looking for a time that's good enough to get us through. Don't want to spend too long on track. Got to look after the tyres and the engine as much as we can. It's going to be definitely one where we put a lot of stress on the engine.
Stay tight on that delta. So just
And Hamilton's still faster than Russell, despite Russell getting a slipstream. Interesting.
So just get that delta negative, and we will box end of this lap.
Copy.
But that'll be enough for us to get through. I'm pretty confident of that. Oh wow, we're faster than Verstappen right now. And that was a clean air lap as well. There was no slipstream for Hamilton there. That's very encouraging. That's raw pace on tyres that weren't properly warmed up. That's very encouraging in terms of our chances of getting pole. Not so much in terms of having outright pace to win the Grand Prix, but it certainly gives us a very good chance of getting pole position. And from there, who knows? Right, same tyres again. And again, we'll just go with a single run. This time we'll try running George first. Lewis might be a little bit closer than George was. He's a little bit closer. Let's see what kind of time we can do. Yeah, we're getting clean running on this lap. No traffic to contend with. And there we go, there's the difference. Hamilton 4/10 faster. 121.2. Let's see what the rest of the grid does.
So keep that delta tight. Okay, let's call the car and we'll box.
Understood.
So I have a plan in mind for how I'm going to run Q3. I'm going to run the session, or at least I'm going to run the second run, the 2-lap run at the end of the session. I'm going to run that all in real time. Oh, hello. What's going on there? A bit of carnage going on over here. None of those cars, if they're on an out lap, are going to get round in time to actually start a lap. Yeah, Gasly didn't make it across the line. Sainz isn't going to make it across the line. Max on a flying lap right now. Sargent on an out lap. That's a wasted run. Stroll's on a flying lap. He's had all that traffic to deal with. That's going to slow him down. He might not make it through. Stroll might be out. Piastri's about to hit that traffic. Is Stroll out? Please be out. Please be out. He's out. Excellent. He's got a penalty and he's out. Ah, oh, glorious. Stroll eliminated in Q2. Hi, Jaffa. So that's one car that we are going to be in competition with that's already got a penalty, now going to be pretty much at the back of the grid. That's very good news for us. Right, we're going to do a single lap on these older tyres just to get a baseline of confidence boosting and just a banker lap, and then we're going to switch onto a set of brand new softs and do 2 quick laps. And I have a plan as far as the running order goes there. So let's get this banker lap in first of all. Now, the plan I've got in my mind all depends on us not hitting traffic. That was a good lap for Russell there.
Call the car.
It's not going to be competitive, these times. We're on old tyres.
Currently P1.
It's the next 2 laps, the next 2 flying laps are going to be important here. So, brand new set of tyres. 2 laps of fuel. Confirm. And again, brand new set of tyres. 2 laps of fuel. Confirm. So Perez coming up to the line now, I think, to start his flying lap. Or to finish his flying lap. Yep, there we go. So he's now on an in lap, so he's not going to be in the way. Excellent. Everyone else is on an in lap while we're on an out lap. So again, we're not going to have any traffic of the cars in front of us. They're going to peel into the garage. It's now a question of whether anyone comes out in front of us as we start our flying lap. Really hope that doesn't happen. So good confidence levels going into this first lap. Oh, there's an Aston Martin coming out and a Ferrari. Can we clear them? I don't think we can. Ah, damn it. Well, hopefully we can clear them after the chicane without getting any real issues. We might have a problem with the Ferrari.
Good to go.
No, we're okay. We're okay with the Ferrari. What about the Aston Martin? Russell's not close enough. Oh, that's going to slow Lewis down a little bit. Yeah, Russell's not close enough to get the slipstream. Hamilton did get slowed in that next sector. Okay, that did not work.
And we can drop the lift and coast for now, we'll make it up later. Okay. Use the overtake. And let's push.
Alright, I think again the gap might be just a little bit too quick.
And happy
A little bit too far.
Pushing level.
Yeah.
Push and hold at overtake.
Yeah, copy.
Pure Farming is on sale for $250. Is it fun or not? It's okay. It's not as good as it could have been. But yeah, it's $250 is $250. You know, it's worth a crack at that price. How you doing, Terra Motos? Alright, Russell's up in the first sector. Hamilton's going purple. He might be close enough for that slipstream, actually. Be a distant slipstream. Both drivers up in the middle sector. Okay, here we go. Got a chance. Russell takes pole. Hamilton takes pole. We've got the front row. Okay, what about the cars behind us? Here comes Sainz. Sainz stays 7th. No improvement there. What about Max? He's not improving in the middle sector. I think we've got the front row locked out here. Max stays 4th, but Leclerc has a penalty, so Max will start 3rd. But we've got the front row. I've got some footage on my channel of pure farming. I don't know how much they patched it. I did stop playing it not long after I stopped putting out content. I haven't played it since. I mean, if you're expecting it to be on the same level as Farming Simulator, it's just not. There are some nice visual touches, a few nice little things that it does, but it's not at the level of Farming Simulator. It falls a long way short, especially of the last couple of games as well. But yeah, like I said, I've got some footage on my channel somewhere. Just dig it out and have a look. So, penalty for Charles Leclerc will drop him down the order. Penalty for Perez and Alonso, as well as Hulkenberg, will drop them further down the order. And of course, Stroll, who went out in Q2, also has a penalty. So, big drops for some of those drivers. Going to be very crowded with fast cars at the back of the grid, having to fight their way through.
Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
Lewis there, getting himself ready for today's race. Karun, how's he going to be feeling at the moments, do you think?
I think it's really great to see them performing at this level, well above what we'd expected. They must be feeling good.
Well, this is going to be one thrilling Italian Grand Prix, and we're nearly ready to kick things off.
Alright, so I have a little bit of a quandary now. Not quite sure how much fuel I want to take out now. We have a quick car. Is it quick enough? Okay, we're going to go medium to soft in terms of strategy. Going to look after those mediums as much as we can. Really got to be careful. Can't really afford to push the tyres, because we will be getting into puncture territory if we start pushing them. Once they get below 30%, you're basically in puncture territory, and they can go pretty much at any point below that. I've seen punctures in the 20, when tyres are in the 20s, just come on. I've had punctures when you get right down to the very bare bones. You're literally running on just the canvas. But I've had a tyre go when it was in the 20s as well. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to take 2 laps of fuel out, I think. Yeah, just the 2 laps. Alright. Can we convert pole to a win?
All 10 teams are now getting set up as the drivers prepare to face the 53 laps of the Italian Grand Prix. Our attention shifts to Lewis Hamilton and what he can produce in this race.
They've got a fantastic opportunity starting on pole, but can they carry it through to the end?
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One.
Wouldn't a two-stop be better? It's about 8 seconds slower.
Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Better for us to just look after the car.
Overtake available.
Right, Max is on softs. So if we can stay tucked up with Max, we can get the benefit of running at soft tyre pace on mediums. Then as his tyres start to drop off, we can break away from him, so we don't bring him along. And then we'll be at the tyre advantage in the second half of the race. Just got to make sure Max doesn't sprint away from us here. This is going to be a very nervy opening couple of laps. Oh, Russell.
Bit of a front lockup.
Just a bit. Russell's lost 17 positions. Oh, got a yellow flag. Someone else with a whoopsie somewhere, maybe? I'm going to have to push Lewis's tyres.
So you can pick up the pace.
Understood.
Charge the pack.
So DRS has been enabled. So that's at P2 at the moment.
Alright, hopefully I can get back into range of Max.
Just close up.
Oh, we're close. Don't think we quite got in range. Oh, we did. Oh, thank God. Okay, top up.
So just charge that pack.
Understood.
Oh, we've broken away from sights in the process.
Yeah, we just need to make sure.
Just
that,
need to stay with Max now.
time.
And that's going to give us a fantastic opportunity to win this race in the second half. Because we're going to have the tyre advantage.
rather fast this on track.
Be careful with the car.
Just put him into low risk overtakes while his confidence is in the toilet. Hopefully we can get him up a little bit quicker. That helps. Really want to calm these tyres down and start saving fuel, but it's a little too early for that, and I don't have any battery saved up. Kind of just about hanging on to DRS at the moment. I can't not come out of this pace setting with Lewis. I've got to stay in that setting and hope that it's enough. We do need to look at maybe pushing again with George now. Have I thought about FS22? Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to come up on sale. Max is doing us a huge solid right now. Let's just drop the pace of those tyres down a touch more.
Tyres in good nick.
Even if it's only for a few corners. This could be a long, lonely race for Russell. Well, not necessarily lonely. It's going to be a long race for him. It's going to be a painful race for him.
And think about left 15 coast.
But by the same token, we're going to have a lot of cars to overtake. We should be able to get him back up into peak confidence pretty quickly if we can start stringing some overtakes together.
And just have a think about getting the pack back up. Need to look after the car.
Alright, Max is going to be just looking after his car for the next lap or two by the look of it, because we are hanging on to the back of him with everything whacked all the way down here. So he's charging up, ready for another push at some point, which is why we're charging everything up as well. Didn't really actually want the overtake there.
Really well executed.
Alright, well maybe we can burn out Max's tyres by frustrating him here.
And just charge the pack.
Yep.
Alright, we've got George back into medium confidence, just. Max will probably get us here. Well, that's okay. So while Max has got faster tyres, I'd rather he was at the front.
Lewis, we're still in this race.
Oh, we're very much still in this race.
Overtake is available.
Understood.
Overtake available.
Yep.
I'm absolutely happy to just stay tucked up for a bit. Try and get a bit more battery into Russell's car so we can try and start pushing him through the field. Everyone's pretty close, so we can get him on a charge. We can get him overtaking quite a few cars in very quick succession here. Stroll still all the way down in 16th. Let's see, Leclerc is still in 3rd. Where's Alonso? Alonso's 10th. How did Leclerc get back up to 3rd? I thought he had a penalty. Maybe it was only a 3-place penalty. Same for Perez, maybe. Because he's still in 5th. They can't have cut through the traffic that quickly, surely.
Just push.
Get the feeling Max is looking to wind up a little bit.
Pick up the pace. Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
Push and hold it, overtake.
Right, let's see what we can do with Russell. Tyres are almost back to where they need to be.
So happy to push now.
Covering.
We do not have any spare tyre to push with Russell. He did lose a fair few percentage of his tyre life with that lockup. We're almost out of battery already. Let's go with a slightly more aggressive overtaking plan now. Max's tyres looking like they might possibly be starting to drop off. It's tricky to tell because I don't know if he's doing that because he's driving defensively, but half a second slower than Leclerc. Keeping an eye on that gap. It's around the 3-second mark at the moment. It keeps fluctuating up and down. I'm pretty sure Max is capable of going faster than he is.
Charge the pack.
Covering.
I just don't have the battery left.
Just manage these tyres.
Covering.
Let's continue the fuel save, cool those tyres down, recharge the battery and have another go. And Leclerc, 2.5 seconds faster. Leclerc's starting to wind up for a push run by the look of it. Got a big tyre disparity. To Leclerc. Alright, next time around, because Max is going to overtake us on the main straight here. Next time around, we're going to try and break away from Max. And we're going to go full on sprint.
Head down now. Let's just work on getting that tack back up.
Yep.
So I'm just going to try and make sure that we don't get the overtake done. Yeah, Leclerc's definitely closing on us.
Let's go for it.
Understood.
Use the overtake.
Understood.
And we can drop the lift and coast for now, we'll pick it up later. Okay.
Right, here we go. This is our chance to try and break clear of Max. Can I get a whoop there, Farah?
Lewis. So currently P1.
Let's see what happened there. Now, we're with Lewis Hamilton here. The opportunity's there. And we've got a new race leader.
Oh, nice lunge from Russell.
Just show me what you've got then.
Yeah, I agree.
Getting some positive... You're really learning to hate the whoop. Yeah, getting some nice positive modifiers on Russell again now. That's good. We've almost broken away from Max. There we go. That is Max broken.
Just need to make sure we keep these tyres in good nick.
Going to keep pushing for another lap. Last thing we want now is, with our tyres in the ascendancy, is to give Verstappen a tow and bring him along at our pace. We need to make a very clean break, at least 2.5 seconds ahead of him. And there we go.
Need to introduce a small amount of lift and coast.
So we're definitely in the hunt for the win with Lewis. Question is, what can we do with George? How far back at the grid can we get him? That's fine. With Sargent overtaking us, it gives us the DRS. We get the inside line through Parabolica, which puts us ahead before we even open up the rear wing. There it goes. And that will get us onto the back of Norris.
Start reducing that management.
Yeah, Roger.
So this is the important lap. Leclerc and Perez have now caught Max. Need Max to now hold up the cars behind him, because they're on the same compound tyre as me, so I want to be able to have a nice comfortable cushion just in case something goes wrong at a pit stop, and to allow me to continue to fuel save and maybe stretch our tyres an extra couple of laps longer than they do, just so our softs will be in better condition. And Leclerc is through. It didn't take long. Alright, maybe Max can keep harrying him. Can we get both Stroll and Piastri here? We've got Stroll. Oh, come on. Yep, we got Piastri as well. Oh, Stroll got us. Stroll got through.
There seems to be some great resistance.
Oh, shut up, Russell. It's your own fault. Alright, who's going to get boxed in? It's Stroll who got boxed in. He had to back out and tuck in behind us. Gasly and Albon and Alonso in the pits. That's the first of the soft tyre runners. Oh wait, Alonso's on mediums. Is he going hards or is he two-stopping? He's going hards. Ooh, interesting. Gasly's gone hards, Albon's gone hards, and they're ahead of Alonso. They're both ahead of Alonso. Interesting. Very interesting. Russell has killed his battery again. We've got him into very high confidence now.
If we could just drop back a bit.
Coming.
Right, now we need Max to disappear, because Max is getting pulled along by Leclerc and Perez. We need him to drop off the back. That's a lock up for Yuki. I think that was
this is what happened as they took turn 8.
a little bit in front of us, so that's another position made up
And the car locks up.
for
That's
Russell.
just the risk you take.
There
The
goes
later
George.
you leave it.
Oh crap, we're on the back of Hulkenberg. Ocon boxes. So this is another soft tyre runner. The Prix into the box as well. And it's hard tyres for Ocon, who gets held to let De Vries go through. We're holding the gap to Leclerc about 3 seconds. Yuki doing a minor Yuki. Yeah, minor. Let's take a look at tyres. Well, we've got a huge tyre advantage over Leclerc and Perez. That's really important because it allows us to stretch Lewis's stint slightly. But on top of that, what it also allows is for us to really sprint. And there we go. We've got hard tyres going on for Leclerc and Perez. We're going to be on softs against their hards. So they're going to be quicker than us for a few laps, and then we are going to be much quicker than them. So now it's a question of what tyres is Verstappen going on to and when's he doing it. And I think he's probably going to go mediums. As we get George into maximum peak confidence now. He's up to 7th place. Got past Hulkenberg without being torpedoed so far. That's a promising start. Let's get him into top-up mode.
Charge the pack.
And we can turn his tyres up to a proper pace finally. Russell is half a minute off the back of his teammate, and Max is in. Alright. He's going hard tyres as well. Alright, where's he going to come out? He gets out just in front of Perez and Leclerc. Slows everybody down a little bit on their run through there. That's really good. And his tyres are going to be a little bit cool at the moment. So the cars behind, they're definitely going to be faster than him on this lap. So if he can hold them up again, that's... Again, it's a delay on cars that have already made their stop and should be going faster than this. It's all coming up Jim Bob right now. Oh, and there's Russell, look, right behind that battle. Alright, Sainz into the box. No, Lewis! No! What is going on? What?
So let's take a look at the replay. Now this was at turn 1. Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there. Really, they must be careful.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that has potentially just cost us the Grand Prix. That's cost us 10 seconds.
Nice one.
Good job.
Now is not the time for your nice one, Russell. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was just ridiculous. Right, we're still okay. We're gonna have more work to do in the second half of this race now, but strategy's still on. There you see, look how much time we lost on that last lap. We lost 12 seconds to Charles Leclerc on that last lap. Who is flying right now? Right, I don't think Russell's going to make any further progress. So, rather than risking him getting overtaken and breaking his peak confidence, we're going to box Russell now, slightly ahead of schedule, and we'll just look after his softs while he's still got peak confidence. That's hurt Lewis's confidence stats a little bit. Oh, hello, yellow flag.
Single yellow.
We've got a crash. It's cars in front.
Let's have a look then at turn 6. Dangerously close to each other. And oh, that's obviously far from intentional. But there was contact.
That's a
Bitter
collision
blow, too,
between
for
Max.
more than one
I think Max
driver
went
from
into the
the
wall
back.
there. I wish I could see that again. I think that has just saved our bacon.
So instant is exit turn 5.
Here's the replay. Right, let's have a look as we go into turn
Another
4.
crash as well.
The
I thought this might be a
cars
replay of the
jostling
one
for
we've just
position.
seen, but nope.
Oh, and the cars there, unable to keep out of each other's way.
Albon gets a penalty. No word about a penalty between Leclerc and Verstappen. Let's take a look at tyres. Oh, Verstappen's tyres are knackered. Leclerc's tyres are knackered. They're going to have to box again. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is so nice to see. That's definitely put us back in the ascendancy. Alright, so we're down in 15th right now with George. But he will make that time up a bit. Camera's juddering around a little bit. Let's just switch cars again. There we go. That should sort that out. I kind of wish we'd been riding on board Russell when that crash happened, just to watch it in front of us. Look at the damage. Perez and Leclerc doing 130. What do they do this lap? They're back up to full speed again. Oh, hello. Another yellow flag. This is just lots of cars all pulling into the pits at the same time. No, it's Bottas locking up.
Right, so this was the 4th corner. Well, you can see the lockup, and they'll need to be mindful of the effect that that had on the tyres.
Alright, so the threat to us now is Perez. I don't think Sainz is a threat. He'll be a nuisance, but I don't think he'll be a threat. Same with Stroll. Alonso's nowhere at the moment. Max and Charles have ruined their race because they're going to have to stop again. Their tyres just not going to last at all. So they will box for a set of softs. They'll be quick, but they'll also be 14, 15 seconds behind us. We're done fuel saving.
And think about less lifting coast.
Understood.
And I'm going to box Lewis this lap.
Okay, Lewis, so we'll box.
For this lap.
Okay, Lewis, so it's hammer time.
Yep.
Hey, first.
Just looking at the wrong Mercedes when they hit hammer time. No! No! Ah!
Sorry about that.
It's just...
watch
this
the white
game
line.
does not want me to win a race.
So in comes Lewis Hamilton. That front right won't tighten though.
You didn't keep quiet long enough, Barra.
Watch the lines on exit.
Alright, well this gives Lewis some cars to overtake to get his confidence level way up. So, not the end of the world.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
They're 13 seconds off Perez, who is the threat for the win. That's who we're fighting against. We're not fighting Verstappen, we're not fighting Leclerc, not anymore. We're fighting Perez for the win. Perez has made his one and only stop. Assuming he doesn't do anything to his tyres, he's going to the flag. As is Sainz, but Sainz is 5 seconds further back. I think we might just have snuck into DRS there. No, not quite. But we've got the slipstream. We're closing on them even without the DRS open.
Just need to make sure we keep these tyres in good nick. Just need to stay on top of the lifting coast.
Push and hold, overtake.
Use the overtake. Okay, 1 2
go. That's Stroll. That's Gasly. And that's peak confidence. That's Hulkenberg.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Right, we're down at
Came
turn
from
5.
a long,
There's the opening.
late break there.
And that puts them in 6th.
Russell gets past Piastri. That's Russell's confidence absolutely maxed out. We've got a yellow flag. That's Piastri having a wobble.
And we'll push. And we can drop the lift and coast for now, we'll make it up later.
Piastri's into the pits. So he must have done something to knacker his tyres up.
We are low on battery at the moment. And just have a think about getting the pack back up.
If I had the lightest car, would it be good to put more fuel in and push? No, not necessarily, because you're putting more strain on the engine, running it at higher temps for longer. The fuel, saving all that weight is being negated by putting extra fuel in to push that weight way back up again. It's better to run light and look after things, and then just push when you need to. At least in my opinion. Another yellow flag. Oh, hello.
We have a yellow flag.
Yep. Let's take a closer look. So here we go, heading into turn 1. Very heavy
Does Charles
on the
Leclerc
brakes. By
need to
that
go home?
point,
Is he drunk?
It was just too late.
No, well, a little bit, but not as much. We're still slower than Perez right now.
Need more power.
Just do what you can. And just charge the pack.
Russell gets Stroll. Lewis gets Alonso.
You're doing a great job though.
Max and Charles yet to box. Stroll's got a puncture. So, disastrous race for Stroll. Disastrous weekend. This goes from bad to worse for him. Russell goes purple in the first sector. Oh, another puncture. Hulkenberg with a puncture.
Charge the pack.
Alright, we're now, even in full harvest mode, we're now lapping fractionally quicker than Perez. And having to defend from Alonso at the same time.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Lewis. Don't sweat it.
Russell gets past Ocon. It's a good recovery drive this from Russell. Still a long way to go in this Grand Prix.
Let's just work on getting that pack back up.
Leclerc staying out. He's putting himself in puncture territory. We've already seen 2 punctures in quick succession here. Could we see another one?
So just charge that pack.
Right. Time to start hunting. And Leclerc finally boxes. This is going to be for a set of softs. And a change of front wing as well. So he did get some damage in that contact. gets out ahead of De Vries. That's a shame. I was hoping De Vries would jump him. We are now pulling away from Alonso, so we're going to leave him behind. Max is boxing.
So let's uplift the post forward. Now you are the fastest on track.
So 122.8, nice. Although that is not a secure lap time, that will get beaten. Russell's tyres have not hung on as well as I was hoping they would. I might have to box Russell again. Really hope I don't have to.
Just reduce your speed.
I'm going to just put him in low pace settings and hope for a safety car. Alright, so we've got the gap down to about 11 seconds to Perez. Not closing as fast as I would like. Perez is looking very quick. I don't know if we're going to have the pace to hunt down Perez now. Another race win snatched away from us. That's a lock-up for an Alpine? Ocon, is that? Or is that Gasly? It's Gasly. Verstappen's not dominant enough in this game. Oh, he is. He really is. Perez is overpowered in this game. He's better in this game than his rating suggests. Norris is probably not quite high enough, but only just. Piastri is really, really underrated in this game. I would say Sainz is potentially a little bit too highly rated as well. There's a lot of bits of individual parts of drivers' ratings that just don't make sense in this game.
And let's push.
If we can hang on to the back of Max here, that'd be awesome. I think Max is still carrying some kind of damage on his car. Because I'm surprised he hasn't left us for dead on those new tyres. Now that we've turned up the pace, what can we do? Another yellow flag. No indication as to what that was for. Yeah, maybe I'm being a little unfair to Frontier about Norris's rating. It's hard to really judge because he's in an abysmal car in this game, much worse than the McLaren actually is. But Piastri's stats are definitely wrong. I mean, you look at Porsche. Porsche's got higher stats than, pace stats than Piastri, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, Oscar's ratings in this game are criminal. They've really done him dirty in this. I mean, they've given him decent stats further down the grid, down the skill tree, but his pace stats are shockingly low. I don't think I can hunt down Perez. I'm in peak confidence on soft tyres. And I'm just not lapping fast enough to hunt down Perez. That Red Bull's just too quick. That lockup has just killed our chances of the race win. And then the pit stop delay on top of that as well. We've lost about 19 seconds with Lewis. No, maybe not quite that much. We've probably lost at least 16 seconds though, with the lockup and the delayed stop. Yeah, that would put us in the lead right now. And I would be just cruising around, protecting the tyres rather than having to, run them right to the edge of their wear rate by the end of this stint. And Perez on hards keeps pulling out lap times that are better than my soft lap times, or on a par with my soft lap times. Oops, that's what I meant to do. Right, Russell has finally been dropped. Let's see if we can close him back up again.
Hold it, overtake. Is that happy to push now?
We can stay with Verstappen. Maybe springboard him from him onto the back of Gasly. If we can get 5th place with Russell after his lockup at the beginning of the race, which dropped him all the way to the back of the grid, that would just be brilliant. Yeah, an amazing recovery. Sainz is trying to push a little bit, trying to stay ahead. I need to get on the back of him as quick as possible so I can start putting some battery back in the car in big chunks. We might get him on this lap if we're lucky. Yes, just. But he got slipstream off the Williams. Oh, sorry, Mr. Water, did you actually expect them to fix the chat?
Charge the pack.
You should know better than that. Just making no progress on Perez. Still 13.5 seconds behind. Oh, 11 seconds. He's had a bad lap somewhere. Not many safety cars in my season. No, well, we've had a couple of VSCs. We've had a red flag or two. Not that many safety cars, and when they do come, they don't tend to do us any favours. Where the hell's this pace from Sainz coming from? Where'd my pace go all of a sudden?
Use the overtake.
Understood.
10 seconds off the back.
So you can pick up the pace.
Yep.
And just have a think about getting the pack back up.
Yep.
Just think about lift and coast efficiency.
Understood.
Perez's pace has dropped off all of a sudden.
So it should be 6 laps.
Gasly still frustrating Max here. He finally gets him.
to start reducing that management.
Yep, fine.
Five laps.
Alright, let's see if we can break away from Max.
That was a nice move.
Nice job.
And think about less lifting coast. Okay. Just keep the pressure on, you can do this. Four to go.
We need a couple of blisteringly fast laps to close onto the back of Perez here. I need to get past Sainz, like, now. I was hoping I'd get him on the main straight. We'll swoop past him here, though. Alright, Lewis is in peak confidence at just the right time.
This is awesome work, Lewis, come on. Okay, Lewis, so that's P2 at the moment.
I'm really gurgling right now. I'm starving. I'm definitely going to have something to eat after this. Have I left it too late again to go hunting?
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
Does he really say that so much in reality? I don't think so. No, it's just they have a limited amount of dialogue they can put in for each driver before the file sizes get too big. Mainly because I think they're still supporting old consoles, and it'd be really nice if the next one is just current gen only, and they ditch the PS4 and Xbox One. Evening, Rick. Gurgle from the stomach. 3 laps to go, 6.5 seconds. We were nearly 2 seconds faster than Perez on that last lap, but we're almost out of battery, so we can't sustain that level of closing for the remainder of the race. We have got a Stroll in front of us. There he is. Haven't been able to break away from Verstappen. That's disappointing.
And just need a little more lift and coast.
Got a yellow flag.
2 laps remain.
A locket for Norris doesn't help.
Let's just manage these tyres.
Okay. just use the tyres.
We're not going to get the win again. Another race where we had a golden opportunity just snatched from us. Oh, shut the fuck up, Russell. Getting sick and tired of hearing that.
It'll be a one more lap.
Yeah, unless something happens to Perez, we're not getting the win. Of course you're happy, Farron. Ah, 5 seconds. That lockup killed it.
So we've taken the flag. Nicholas, so that's P2.
This is really positive for us all, guys.
That's all we can ask for, Lewis.
So that's checkered flag.
Russell runs out of fuel. Judged that just about right. Ah, we had that. We had that. Gutted. That's the third race win that's been snatched from us.
Wow, what a fantastic drive from Lewis Hamilton.
What a fantastic result for the team who got everything right for this podium. They deserve nothing less.
The team has been waiting patiently there, and you can see just how much it means to each and every one of them. And Lewis Hamilton takes to the podium once more, adding yet another trophy to his legacy.
And their podium count for this season alone now stretches to 4.
And that, right there, is a picture-perfect end to this weekend in Monza.
Well, no Max on the podium. No Charles Leclerc on the podium. We've outscored Red Bull and Ferrari.
And as proceedings start to wind down
Well,
here,
maybe not Red Bull.
what will
We've
Mercedes
definitely
have
outscored
made of this
Ferrari.
result, Karun?
We've certainly
get pleased to
outscored
have
Aston
made the
Martin.
podium. A job well done for sure.
And with that, our time in Italy is done for another year.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
We may have to rush that new underfloor. What a recovery from Perez, gaining 10 places. Alonso gaining 12 places. We got the fastest lap. We did manage to get that bonus point. That helps. Yeah, strange collision between Max and Leclerc. opened the door for Perez to sprint off into the lead, and then he just never looked back. He was just so quick. I mean, look how close his best lap time was to ours, considering he was on hard tyres and we were on softs. You know, it just, yeah, something a bit off there. Good race for Lando, just missing out on getting a point. Once again, the Alpines steadily chipping away with some more points. There's another 8 points for them. Yeah, disaster for Albon, that collision with Bottas. Dropping him all the way down in the end. Was it Bottas he hit? I think it was Bottas. Not a great race for Piastri. We saw punctures. One for Hulkenberg, one for Stroll. Yeah, interesting race. Just didn't quite go our way again. In the Drivers' Championship, Max gets just 8 points this weekend. Sergio closes the gap again. He's got it under 40 points now. It's a gap of 36. Trying to stay in the hunt for the title. Leclerc misses the chance to get some decent points and is closed down by his teammate. That gap is now just 12 points. Hamilton with some good points, keeping the pressure up on Sainz. Just 9 points behind the Ferrari driver now. Russell and Alonso still very closely matched. Just 4 points between the two of them. No points for Stroll. That's not good for Aston Martin. Gasly retakes the ascendancy in the battle between the two Alpines. He's now 2 points clear. Another point for Magnussen. Usual suspects still yet to score. Let's see what's happened to the Constructors' Championship. It's 33 points for Red Bull. So even with a disappointing result for them in some respects, they still outscore everybody else. Very bad race for Ferrari. Their championship chances are pretty much over, I think. 130 points behind now. I can't see them turning that around. That Red Bull is just so quick. We do take another 10 points out of the gap to them, so we're now 78 points off the back of them. Keeping them honest. It's not impossible for us to overhaul them. You never know. We've comfortably pulled away from Aston Martin to the point where we're now over 100 points clear from them, which is really good news. So we're pretty much, at this stage, solidified in P3 in the Constructors. It'd be nice if we could get P2 and actually achieve that board objective, but I think as long as we can keep churning out good results, we should be okay. Haas with another point. So yeah, McLaren in a fight with Williams and AlphaTauri, and Alfa Romeo definitely not looking like they're going to finish anywhere other than 10th this season. In terms of pit stops, Red Bull fastest again, 1 and 2, Alpine 3 and 4, Ferrari, McLaren, AlphaTauri again, McLaren. Russell does get in there with 2 more points ahead of Aston Martin, only getting the 1 point. So Alpine move up to 3rd ahead of Ferrari in the pit stop championship competition. We stay 6th. Pull out another couple of points over Williams, but we're still a long way off the back of AlphaTauri. And there you can see our best stop, 2/10 off the leading pit stop there, and a stuck wheel nut, undoing Lewis's race a little bit there. We lost over 2 seconds on that stop, unfortunately. So in the race, 14 successful overtakes for Russell, 10 failed overtakes, 12 successful defences, 16 failed. I'm guessing that's most of those failed ones are. I wonder if it's counting all the positions he lost at the start of the grid. I don't think it is. 10 successful overtakes for Lewis, 9 failed, 5 successful defences, 4 failed. Everything was going so well until that lockup, and then that destroyed our race, unfortunately. We will get a win before this season is over, I'm sure of it. And we've got some more experience for Mick as well. So, another big payout from the sponsors. We achieved another guarantee. Our quali streak is complete, so that's another 2.2 added in. We come out with 6.2 mil at the end of the day, which is nice. And we get an improvement point for Mick and an improvement in overall rating for Jared Murphy as well, who is leaving us at the end of the season. Right, let's have a look at our inbox. Car inspection results. I think we've certainly failed the inspection with a couple of parts here. Yeah, we need to replace the rear wing on both cars, the side pods on George's car, and the suspension on Lewis's car. Hope we've got enough spare parts for that. New ATR period starts today. Can we squeeze in one more upgrade for the car? If we take a look at the F3 results, Gabriele Mini is the current championship leader there. Paul Aaron looking moody in second place. Dino Beganovic in third. In the F2 race, it's another podium for Ralph Boschung. And Iwasa also looking quick. I think we might be looking at signing Iwasa when we move teams as our reserve. He's having a good season in F2. Right, let's fix these parts on the cars. So let's replace that part there and replace that part there. There we go. And replace that part there. And that part there. Okay, so warehouse. We do not have any spare side pods anymore. But we do have another one on the way, so that's not too bad. Underfloor is 6 days away. I might have to rush one of those just to get it on the car for Lewis. Try and get him his first win this year. He's come close on 3 occasions now. Hasn't quite got there. Contract is expiring. We're going to try and renew his contract. So, let's see. His morale is okay. I was hoping it would be high, but never mind. Right. We're going to offer him a 3-season deal. He's going to want more than that. I know he is. So, we're going to offer him 25.5 million. We're going to offer him a 2.5 million signing bonus. And we're going to leave a race bonus out and see whether he'll go for that. I don't think he will. Okay, he doesn't want 3 seasons. Okay, let's go to next season, go 2 seasons. Let's get to 27 mil. Let's drop the signing bonus down. And let's offer him a 500,000 race bonus for a win. He's still not happy with that. We're going to have to offer him a little bit more. He still wants more. Final offer 29.5. Okay, he's happy with the salary, just doesn't want 3 seasons. So we can't negotiate with him for a while now, but we'll try dropping that to 2 seasons. So we'll try again in, after Singapore. See if he'll go for that. Hopefully, if he gets a really good win, he might be a bit more interested as well. Mick, we are going to try and re-sign for next season. I'm going to offer him 2 seasons as a reserve driver. No change to his salary. He doesn't want to extend his contract. Okay, so we need to think about signing a new reserve driver. Right, let's go to scouting. We really haven't scouted that many drivers at all, have we? Could go Teo. Let's go Teo. Oh, and this is, by the way, this is what I mean about his stats. If we take a look at Oscar's stats here, and now if I go to Teo's stats, look how poor his pace stats are against Teo Pourchaire. It's ridiculous. His control rating's good, smoothness rating's fine, his adaptability's probably a little bit too good, I would say, potentially. Overtaking and defending, yeah, they're okay. Reactions, I would say his reactions are, yeah, probably fair. Accuracy's fair. But those pace stats, they're not fair. He should have Pourchaire's pace stats, and Pourchaire should have his pace stats. It would make Oscar a much more rounded driver. Right, so reserve season for 2 seasons, starting next season. We'll offer him a salary of 1.2 mil. See if he goes for that, and we'll offer him 120,000 as a signing bonus. He wants a little bit more, which I figured he probably would do, and I'm happy to pay a little bit more. I just wanted to see if I could get him on the cheap. Let's offer him 1.5 mil. And there we go. So Teo Pourchaire will be a Mercedes test driver next season, replacing Mick. We're going to keep working Mick throughout the rest of the season. Be nice to see him back on the grid next year, so if any help we can give him getting back on the grid by getting his rating up, I'm more than happy to do. Let's see, Marcus, did we decide whether we were going to keep him or not? Let's go back to scouting and go to race engineers. We've already renewed Bono's contract. He will be staying on next year. GP is out of contract at the end of the season. Interesting. his composure isn't great, which is ridiculous when you consider the composure he has when he has to deal with a very petulant, petty, tantrum throwing Max on a regular basis. Damn, he's got good stats. Ben Michel has great composure stats, but is down on communication and feedback. What about Hugh? Again, he's lacking in the feedback and the composure. Ooh. Yeah, it's too much of a drop in communication and feedback. I don't know, I might just keep Marcus. Let's keep Marcus. He's good enough, I think. Let's renew his contract. Plus, he'll have good affinity with George as well. So next season, so we can get him a little bit cheaper. Oh wait, I've only offered him 1 year, haven't I? Okay, well he didn't want that. That's good. Let's see, let's offer him 4 seasons. See if that swings the salary. No, not quite. Okay, let's go back up to 1.55. No, okay. 1.65, that's slightly more than he's on right now. And he will accept that. Okay, so Marcus has re-signed. That'll keep George happy next year. We're going to retry Lewis in a bit. A couple of races. Théo Pourchaire hired for 2024, replacing Mick Schumacher. Marcus re-signed for the next 4 years after this year. We won't be here in 4 years' time, but yeah. Right, side pod manufacturing is complete, as is the front wing, so we now have a few spare parts. What is on the way? Is it just the underfloor? It is. Let's make another suspension. And another side pod. I'm going to need more rear wings as well. Let's make 2 more rear wings. Okay, anything else? Nope, because we've got new underfloor coming through the system. Yeah, I'm not worried about the underfloor there. Design complete. Let's go to manufacture and let's see if we can get an underfloor in time. You can see it's going to give us a big boost to low speed cornering, which is going to be crucial considering where we're about to go. 11 days. Can I rush it in time? 9 days. No, I can't. Oh, the emergency one's going to cost me 1.6. Oh. I've got 20 million left on my cost cap. I don't know whether to go ahead and do this or not. It's a lot of money for a part that will have no spare, so if we damage it in practice, that's it. It's fucked. Of course, the other alternative is to not run it until qualifying. Just not put it on the car until we go to qualifying. That will hurt the starting confidence a little bit, but it will mean that we'll almost certainly have one new part available. Yeah, we'll have that underfloor available. It's just, and then again, if he fucks it in qualifying, then we'll have to emergency manufacture another one because we won't have a spare and we'll be locked in Parc Ferme. We won't be able to roll back. It's a risk. And it's going to massively improve our lower medium speed cornering though, which is going to be critical at the next circuit. I've got to go for it. I've got to try and put one on in time. We're also going to go ahead and manufacture another 2. At normal cost and pace. Hang on, what? The underfloor's already been designed. It's already done. I've already got one built. See what happens. We've already got one. That's really bizarre. It completed. It came up with that email saying, we can't complete it unless we do overtime, but it's already completed and I've already built one. That's a little odd. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Oh, financial changes for next season. We've noticed the potential for the smaller teams to be priced out, so we propose a lower cost cap. Oh man. Cost cap's already really tough. Let's do it. Why not? Let's see what happens. Alright, there we go. That is everything prepped and ready for the Singapore Grand Prix. We've got that new underfloor which we'll throw on for the car, assuming I remember, for qualifying. We're not going to run it in practice just in case we break it, because I can't afford to replace it. And I really want to use it at that Grand Prix. That's what I designed it for. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to continue our car's, good showing and see whether or not we can actually finally get a win under our belts as we head into the final stages of the season. So that's it from me for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. If you have, please drop a like. If you're new, please consider subscribing. It's free. There's no memberships, there's no ads. It's just come hang out, enjoy, And until then, that's it from me. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.